So, negotiation. We have pre-scene negotiation, and then there's ongoing negotiations. The process of discussing boundaries, desires, limits, and expectations before starting a BDSM scene or dynamic. Tools for negotiation would include active listening, clear communication, and understanding each other's needs. When we do the shadow work that we're be doing, it's really about assessing ourselves, seeing what we could honestly engage in. If you know that you're not an active listener, that would be a skill that you would want to lean into as a dominant, as a top, um, because it's going to deepen your ability to hear what your submissive or bottom partner is communicating, and also being able to tap into those nonverbal communication forms. Just with clear understanding and communication, everyone's needs can be at least presented and heard. Negotiation doesn't mean that you have to opt in just because someone wants something or desires something with you. If it's not in alignment and if it's not a consensual yes or fuck yes from you, then that's where these things are able to be hashed out. It's like, that's not my kink, but maybe I'm willing to do that if you do something for me. But I also don't recommend going against your personal things, even in compromise for something that you want, because that's unhealthy. It's really better to just discuss in what ways can these needs be met by other people, if not from ourselves. So establishing healthy boundaries, and you'll hear that a lot, especially with me, because I feel like if I could go back and redo any mistake that I've ever made, it was having permeable boundaries that I did not honor, and that doesn't lead to happiness in a lot of cases. So defining our boundaries and understanding our personal boundaries and how they may evolve throughout the BDSM journey, because some things are not right now, not necessarily a no. Some things are a hard limit, and we have to know the difference between those as well. So knowing yourself is always the first step, because you can't express to anyone what your needs are if you don't know them. And then we have to respect those limits. Acknowledging and respecting the limits of ourselves and our partners, is how we maintain those healthy boundaries. There is such thing as forgiveness. There is such thing as reconciliation, and mistakes can be made. But you have to honor yourselves, and there needs to be consequence for the dishonoring of our boundaries, either by ourselves or from a partner.